This show is part of the Transpodcaster Visibility Initiative.
It's finally out on disc, and despite the fact you watched a pirated copy off the internet, there's still no review. Why is that? Isn't it time?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it can't be that bad, can it?
Oh, it's pretty damn bad, but most people are too blinded by nostalgia to see it for what it is.
So, what's this one about?
The crew of a colony ship, bound for a remote planet, soon discover an uncharted paradise with terrors beyond their wildest imaginations.
They find David, the twisted android from Prometheus, and his evil creations, which they must soon escape. So, why was this called Alien Covenant and not Prometheus 2?
Fuck if I know.
Mostly because they somehow try to imply David created the xenomorphs from his further experiments with the black goo, which is a continuity fuck in and of itself. Really? And how so?
Well, with the upcoming release of The Predator, which makes Predator 2 canon,
We obviously cannot forget the xenomorph skull that appears in the trophy case of the Yonta spaceship in that film, which is, by the way, set in 1997. This predates David and his attempts by quite a bit. And so what? Hasn't Ridley Scott himself said that the Aliens vs. Predators films aren't canon?
yes, but the AVP franchise has nothing to do with the Predator films as a whole.
Not only that, but a lot of the ideas for the black goo, the engineers, and more came from Alien vs. Predator comics from Dark Horse, and they've yet to discredit those. Besides, Fox didn't go with Neil Blomkamp's ideas for a sequel to Aliens because of all the retconning it did, and how it ran conflict with what Ridley wanted to do with Prometheus and Covenant. Can we really accept any retconning here as fact? I say no. All bets are off. Is that the only continuity issue for the film?
Oh, hell no. In the original 1979 Alien, they state that the space jockey is fossilized to his chair.
Fossilization takes 10,000 years at a minimum to occur. Alien Covenant takes place in 2104. If Alien takes place in 2122, and David supposedly killed all the engineers and then created the xenomorphs, how did an engineer have a clutch of xeno eggs, one of which was a queen, not even thought of by David yet, let alone crash on a planet and get fossilized within only 18 years? It just doesn't add up. Though, that's a severe fuck up. Maybe they'll just retcon the dates or remake Alien altogether.
Don't you dare give them any ideas, EM, okay?
Okay, so what are your thoughts? Continuity issues aside.
Alien Covenant itself is very rough, boring, and feels like it was forced to fit into the mold of an Alien franchise film.
Honestly, Fox adding the xenomorphs and David's contrived creation of them was an afterthought to cash in on nostalgia. I mean, Prometheus didn't make near enough money without the Alien prefix. It still made enough to warrant a sequel? Enough by Fox standards. Ergo, tackle in the Alien title to remind people it's all part of the same franchise. They also lifted the title sequence from the original film and elements of its soundtrack to give people those wonderful member berries. Well, aside from that,
As a whole, it's slow and not worth your time. It's less about the titular xenomorphs and more about a homicidal synthetic person.
simply put, it's more of the same we got from Prometheus, just with the alien thrown in to remind us It's all part of the same franchise. You'll be drunk and passed out from boredom if you had to drink to survive this movie. It's a hard fucking pass. Well, I heard there's another sequel we're getting in a couple years.
Fuck you, EM. Well, until next slime, take care and unpleasant screams.
You slit your wrist down to the bone, left me here all alone. But when the devil takes your soul, I'll be right by your side cold. I will give into the dark to be the one to hold your heart. No matter how I feel inside, I'll hold you tight and burn alive. And see the afterlife, the kind of a bloody night. I'll be seeing you, Lord. And see the afterlife, with the kind of a bloody night. I'll be holding you, Lord. Down in hell where we shall lay, our bodies burn and make us pay. But I will be with you then to share with you.
So, it's just more about David killing everyone with continued goo experiments?
Afraid so. I mean, seriously, if Ridley Scott wants to make a movie about androids, there's a lot of other franchises he could potentially fuck with.
Well, about that.
Oh, God, no.